this is our new station. There's nobody on board here right now. We had Pizza Master, so this is going to be Taco Commander. This is the last sunrise this probe will ever see. Attractions. Holy crap! Litho braking! Landed! Anyway, let us try to build this house. Let us build this house. So I'm thinking a lot about exactly how to pull this off. I think hex as a starting point is going to be important. Alright. And so the thing is, like, most people, when they build like a moon base, they do something like this. We know that we need a science. Oops. Cool. So the most people who build a moon base or something, they're gonna go like start with this guy, and they'll be like, all right, we need a science. Where is the contract here? Land outpost on the moon, antenna, docking port, and can generate power. 5 Kerbals, mobile processing lab. All right, so mobile processing lab is this guy. So they could be like, all right, so like this, and then 4 Kerbals like this, and then we're done. But the problem I see with this kind of setup is that, and then they'd be like, of course, to put some legs on the side here, you know, like this. Where is it? Like here, right? Am I right? This is the kind of stuff that people build, and I've seen so many things of those on like a Reddit. It's like the standard moon base. Like, yep, this is going to be our house. The problem that I see here, let's gonna put some Kerbals inside here, even though this is a bit tricky. But let's put somebody like Ross Kerman here. We're gonna put him in the storage container. So when you launch this, weird things happen. First of all, it looks ugly. It looks like a centipede or something. It doesn't look cool. Yeah, that's not a cool look. It looks like some kind of, I don't know, like a trailer or something. But then if you go IVA, it's even worse. Because if you look outside, we're sideways. You know what I'm saying? We're sideways. We're looking sideways. In space it doesn't matter, but when you're on a planet it does matter to me. Like, I feel like this is wrong. This is should supposed to be the floor, but now that the rubbish is the floor, and so this is to me, this is wrong. We need to fix this. We need to do like a different kind of house. So I'm thinking going completely asymmetrical. So instead of this kind of house, we're gonna make this kind of house. Oops. Like this. You know what I'm saying? And suddenly the world has been revolutionized by this housing solution. Now, of course, but then it's like you have like this weird tower, right? So you don't want to have like this weird tower. You want to be like have like a cool thing going on. So I'm thinking we're gonna do something like, where is this attachment thing? This. So we're gonna put like a radial attachment port here. And then we can be like, oh, but wait, it's not over yet. Because we can go like here, oh, and then we can, oops, that's not what I wanted. And then we can go like here. Oh, now that looks way more like an actual house that somebody would actually live in. Let me put this way down here, because I want to be able to access this hatch. I think it's a good idea to be able to access this hatch. So yeah, this seems to be to me like a way more, or maybe we're not gonna be able to access this hatch. Maybe this hatch will be all covered up, and the hatch to access the lab is going to be here. And actually, let me see if we can put this guy here. No, we can't, because we attached it to the wrong side. See, this will require some Kerbal Fu. This will require some Kerbal Fu. All right, let me see. Back with this guy here. All right, so we're gonna turn this other way around. Ah, now we can offset this. See, to me, this is just beautiful. This is just beauty incarnated. And I'm gonna put this roof here, so we have a roof. So it rains on the moon. It doesn't rain in your face. I miss the rains down in Africa. Perfect. So now we have like, see, that to me looks like a house. That to me is a completely different horse. And now we can when we add those legs, it looks more natural. All right. I want this guy to be low. So I'm gonna move them up here. So, you know, a Kerbal can like step up to this thing and like get in. Munhouse. See? See? That's what I'm talking about. Let us do some testing with this. Do we need some science? I think we need some science, but I think here, somewhere here is going to be an attachment port. Let me see real quick. Center of mass. See, center of mass is here. So here we need to be adding some attachment port so we can like lower it down. Or we're gonna add some tanks on the side here. Let me already think about those tanks. And let me already think about how much thrust we're gonna get out of those tanks. Alright, so this is obviously way too big. So this is going to be the tank that we're talking about. And interesting, the tank already is actually defining the center of mass. And by itself. I don't want to be obscuring those windows. So, yeah, we need to attach those tanks at this black line. Yes. And then inwards a little bit. All right. And then down here we're gonna get some of those engines. And again, my favorite is 909. Can't go wrong with 909s. Oh, we need two 909s. Good. So this is already bad. And so empty crew cabin, missing ladder. And all of those things are not important. But we're already over the parts, but that's okay. We're not gonna launching it from here. We are just checking things. Good. So this will get us 300 delta Vs. This is not a lot delta Vs. This is actually very bad. And our thrust weight ratio is also bad, but it's in Kerbin. On Moon, our thrust weight ratio is awesome! It's actually really good, way too good. This house doesn't deserve such a great thrust weight ratio. I'm concerned that this is too little fuel. So we need to be coming down. So we need to be some kind of have some kind of crane situation where it's like lowered. You know what I'm saying? Lowered. Let's retract those panels. And think about how to lower this. Let us get this attachment point. I think this is very important. So let's remove those sideways. Maybe if we are using a vehicle that lowers it from the top, then maybe we don't need any side-mounted tanks anyway. All right, so this seems to be really close to the center of gravity. Like this is as far as we get it to the center of gravity. And we're gonna get it a little bit lower. And that's not good. We're gonna get some Z fighting if we do that. Cool. It's gonna... Oops, this is not what I wanted. See? So this is great. This is something that we can actually pull off. Now all this has to go on top of a rocket. Oh god. 1300, right? That should get us to the moon. What is the worst that can happen? Save this. Let's try this. It is standing. I'm already amazed by this. And yes, they were completely right. Our command module faces the wrong way. Maybe we can command it from a different place. Can we command from here? Control from here? Yes, we can. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the magnificent launcher here. We're going to launch our house. This is our house. This is the thing that will lower the house on the surface. And this is the thing that will lift everything into the orbit. Hopefully at some point. Let us make sure that the launch clamps are released together with our engines. We have 5 powerful engines bringing this into orbit. Let us see how this fares. Liftoff. We have liftoff, ladies and gentlemen. So far, so good. I'm gonna tip it a little bit off. I don't want to do too many movements right now, because this is a very, very dramatic situation. Oh, Jesus Christ, we actually don't have a very important part. We don't have the MacJep installed on this one. MacJep won't be helping us. This is a serious problem. I'm gonna try to remedy it at some point. Anyways, we are leaving the clouds behind. We're coming up to our first staging. Staging went well. Going sideways a little bit. It's gonna be very difficult to get this in orbit without MacJep. Alright, tipping over. Like so. We need to see the periapsis here. Alright, 19 is good. Picking up some speed. Not going very fast at this point. Stars coming up. Tipping over more. This is going well. This is going way better than I expected. Tipping over some more. I want to be picking up some orbital velocity while I can. And this is looking great. Already 47,000. We can be even tipping over even more. Coming up on staging. Staging. Alright, one more engine left. But what an engine it is. It is the mainsail engine that will propel this beautiful construction into orbit. Alright, I'm gonna wait until we're at 80,000. And I'm gonna cut the engines. Cutting the engines, alright. We're gonna coast all the way up to periapsis. This is going well. This shouldn't go this well. Coasting all the way to periapsis, and then we're gonna... So now, the problem is then, of course, now I don't know how long until periapsis, because I don't have MacJep installed. Oh, MacJep. Why didn't I put MacJep on there? Ah. I mean, Carbon Engineer. Alright, coming up on the apoapsis. Let us move around. This is very difficult now. Let's maybe turn on RCS. Yeah, that's not going to be helping a lot. Let us turn off the RCS again. Okay, so let us see. Maybe the engine can help us a little bit there. Yes, it can, and it will. Alright, we have to go prograde now. We have to go prograde, and we're going to go prograde hard. Sun coming up as we launch ourselves into orbit. Actually, prograde's not a good solution anymore. Let's go a bit higher. because we already passed apoapsis. And there's so much orbital speed that we still need to have. Oh, I completely forgot to put any kind of parachutes on the stages, so they won't get recovered. All of the stages, the very expensive stages, will just be lost like tears in the rain. Just making sure that we haven't used the fuel in the important stages for the latter part of this flight. Making sure that we stay up. And can't be going down with this guy. All right. All right, we have a periapsis here. So we are going to be actually staging now. We have staged. We will activate the engines. We have very little control. I have no idea why. Oh, let's go prograde. Periapsis Horizon. This is not going to be a very beautiful orbit, but I will do whatever I can to get this over 70,000, man. All right, cutting the engines, and we are in orbit. We have achieved the impossible. We put this monster in orbit. This is amazing. I can't believe we did this. All those strut connectors down here. We are in space. Beautiful. All right, before we run out of electricity, we're going to extend those panels for our house. They will fuel our hungry engines, our hungry computers. All right. I love this. I love every bit of this. I wonder why it's tumbling this hard. I have no idea. Can we go prograde? Just go prograde, bro. Yeah, that seems good. So just go prograde. All right, let us get on our mission to get to the moon. I guess we seem to be doing fine. Oh, we don't have any delta V predictions. Actually, this is a problem. And it's a problem I might remedy by putting like a little extension on here, just putting like a little probe in here that has the MagJet, because this is going to be really a problem. On the other hand, whatever, we're gonna try this. We're too dependent on MagJet anyway. We know that if this tank is full by the time we are in lunar orbit, we have enough fuel to land. So, let's go. Where's the moon? guys. All right, periapsis 30. That's good. Oh man, I don't know how long the burn will take. That's a problem I'm having right now. So, like, that's gonna be it's around like 300 delta V's now. How much fuel do we have left in this tank? It's almost empty. That's not good. Yeah, we probably have to. We will send a refuel craft. Or maybe we won't. Where is? Whatever. Just stay there. It's okay. Let's go to the periapsis. All right. So where is the orbit? I want to be burning retrograde. Oh, that's prograde. This other retrograde. Let's just go like here, retrograde. Coming up on the periapsis. We need to hurry up. All right. Burning hard into orbit here. So that's the problem. We don't have. Oh, we do have the little docking ports here, so we could dock with this guy. All right, let me decouple. Goodbye. All right, now we have a very bad periapsis at 7,000 meters. We're gonna fix this in a second here. Yeah, we probably will go into like a very low orbit, and then we're gonna do like a resupply mission here. Yes, we're now going suborbital, but that's okay. Because we're now going to go to the apoapsis. Okay, and now we are going to go prograde. All right, and then let's go. Raising this to like 13,000 is good. And then we can go to the periapsis. All right, and then we're gonna go retrograde. Now we're using all this fuel that we need for landing, so that's why we probably gonna need a resupply craft here soon. All right. Just bringing this down to 14,000. Okay, 14, 13, perfect. All right, so we are now in orbit of the moon. Now, I'm not able to land right now because we have used a huge amount, or almost 1/4 of the fuel in here, and also a little bit of RCS. And also, I'm still worried that we don't have the Kerbal Engineer installed here. So what I'm thinking is, on the next episode, we're gonna bring a little supply craft here that will dock with this tiny little port, and hopefully that will be enough to transfer the fuel all the way up here. Hopefully, and if that works, then we can refuel this lander, and we can even maybe upgrade it with a Kerbal Engineer, and then we can actually attempt our landing. This is going to be exciting. I hope you guys will join us next time. And as always, fly safe and lock your stages. By the way, that's a good idea. Locking the stages here. See you next time. Haha. Ding.